Hey everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and I am making a video here today to talk about, um, you know, never forget that you are powerful. Alright, so if you're listening into this video, I'm not sure if we have any people online yet. Just do drop in a comment below so that I know that you're watching this. And this is being recorded on Facebook Live, so I want to apologize to those people in advance who may be listening in from YouTube. And you may be wondering, the video quality is a bit off, the sound quality is a little bit off. Well, this is a Facebook Live that's being re-imported over to YouTube. So today, this topic, right, I want to talk about, not forgetting about how powerful you are. All right, how many a time have you been trading? You could be trading forex, you could be trading binary, and sometimes you got demoralized. Right, you got demoralized. It could be because you had a bad week, a bad month, and as a matter of fact, currently at this point of time. This is April. I think this whole month has been a very interesting month for traders. Alright, comment below this video if you find that this month has been a very interesting month for you. So what I mean by interesting is that this month it has been repeatedly fluctuating several times a day within good trading conditions, bad trading conditions, great trading conditions, and bad to bad again, or even total stalemate. Alright, if you notice the same thing, or maybe you could be watching this video a couple of months from now, but if you find that at this point of time, the market has been very peculiar for the way that you trade, comment beneath this video as well, because I want to hear from you. All right, so one of the things I want to tell you about. Okay, my phone is a little bit off focus. Just a minute, and let me try and fix that. The lens could be a bit there. Okay, much better. Okay, so. Just a moment, I'm gonna put this, see if I can put it on somewhere else, because yeah, I'm actually kind of like watching my kids as they're after school. This could be better. I think that's better. Alright, you guys can see me, right? Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that sometimes you could be having a hard time with your trading, and then sometimes ever had a day when you were trading and I'm just gonna hold it. Ever had a day when you're trading and then you just felt that for whatever reason, maybe it's your cat was pissing you off. Maybe it could be your kid. Okay, it could be a spouse that's making noise. It could be the market's just being bad, or maybe you just placed a trade that you knew you should definitely win, but for whatever the reason, you lost that trade. And when you lost the trade, you just lost it, When I mean lost it, as in, it's like, you couldn't get over the fact that you lost the trade. And then as a result, you went in, so-called chasing it, alright? Everyone has that once in a while. No matter whatever trader tells you, even sometimes I tell you, sometimes my group admin tells you to stop on 2 losses, stop on 3 losses. But to be honest with you, how many of you still continue regardless of that? Alright, comment beneath this video if you're guilty of that. Alright, and have you ever been pissed off by such a situation, and because of such a situation let your account slide down by a ridiculous amount? Let's say on a day-to-day basis you may only be typically allowing yourself to lose about 15%, 5%, it could be 20. Basically, most people should only be losing between 5 to 15% on a daily basis. All right, but let's say if one day you suddenly got pissed off, you lost it, and then you went click, and then you let your account slide. All right, and before you know it, you're down by 30%, 50%. Ever had that experience? Well, I had that experience. If you had that experience too, comment beneath this video. Okay, now, here's the thing. This is a very powerful message that I have for you, alright? And by the way, if you find this is making sense, comment beneath this video as well. So, on those days that you lost, how many of you have this mindset that, you tell yourself, heck, no matter what, I'm going to keep going at it. I'm going to keep going at it until at least I get a win. How many of you ever felt that way, alright? When you're on a bad day, when you lost some trades, you did some trades that you shouldn't have done, and then you let your account slide, and then you told yourself, no matter what, you could be extending your loss from 3 down to 4 down, 5 down, 6 down, 7 down, God knows. But you tell yourself that I'm only gonna stop when I finally land in a win. All right. Sometimes I have some of my students typing in the Telegram chat, because we have a students chat, right, in Binary Lab, and they type in there saying that after 4 hours, this is my first win. I'm like, what the heck? You've been out there for 4 hours trading. Are you kidding me? So, but people do that. All right. For me, I don't go as long as 4 hours without a winning trade, but I believe it happens because for me, sometimes I wouldn't stop until like 90 minutes till I get a winning trade, right? So, but then after you get a winning trade, here comes the magic, all right? When you get that winning trade, suddenly, although you told yourself that I'm going to stop when I get that winning trade, but because you won that trade, suddenly you feel as though I have the power to make another winning trade. All right? Sometimes we never get that, but on some days, the market allows us to do that, and some days we make a very, extraordinary trade that we shouldn't be doing, that happened to work out, and for whatever reason, we made a recovery. Sometimes we instead increase our trading risk. All right? Let's say if we usually trade 1%. Gosh, these kids are noisy. So I'm actually at the playground. The kids are like, running all over the place. All right, so just letting the kids play while I make this video. So you could be like 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5, 1% each, right? And then after you make the winning trade, you're like, okay, I'm gonna step it up. I got myself. Some of you even stop for a moment and study. All right, if you stop for a moment and study where you went wrong before going back again, kudos to you. All right, that's a really, really good tactic. That's what you should be doing. Always regroup before going back in. And if you regroup, if you ever take the chance to regroup and get back in, all right, comment below this video as well. So when you do that and you get back in, maybe you're taking 2% trades to recover this time, and before you know it, maybe the market turn good again, and from 30% down, you actually reduce your daily loss from 30% to 20%. All right, have you ever had that? Ever had a day when you were down 30% and suddenly you brought it back from 20% down to just 10% down? Like just yesterday, I was down 7 trades and I brought it back to down 1 trade. Right? I let myself slide. I was like, what the heck? I believe I can do this, and I was down to -1 trade. All right, and on days like this, when you have done things like that, you forget to realize how great you are. You forget to realize how powerful you are, because, well, if we look at it in terms of a totality, right? If you look at it, things in total, maybe you may be thinking that, like, heck, I am 30% down for today, and after a 20% recovery, I am still 10% down today. But you forgot to remember that from that lowest point in your account, you are actually 20% up, all right? And in fact, that 20% up could be 28% up on what it was at that point. So you could have been actually like so-called 30% down. But based on your account being 30% down, and when you take the chance to grow it back up again, you probably grew your account by 30%. Isn't that powerful? All right. And there will be the days, of course, some of you can be as much as 50% down, and for whatever reason, you recovered it to just being 20% down. So when you were down 50%, you just to bring it back to being from 50% down to 20% down, oh my God, you actually recovered 60%. You made 60% growth based on what your account was. And was that power or not? Okay, this is you. This is you being powerful, my friends. All right, and if you ever had an experience, all right, I want you to just remember what I just mentioned right here. This is a really powerful message. A lot of you feel down and out, and a lot of you, I say, you kick yourself too much in the nutsack for some foolish trading. I agree. We have been foolish at times, and we do get foolish at times. But when it is in those foolish times that we kind of get our senses up, we need to remember what exactly we realized to get ourselves back on track. Similarly, we need to realize what we did that was wrong in the first place. I'm not trying to say that blowing 30% of your account, 50% of your account at a time is excusable just because you make a very valiant recovery. But, you know, the fact that you can make such a recovery is power itself. Alright, so what you need to know is know very well how you got yourself into that rut. And from what I experienced yesterday and several times in the last few weeks where I yo-yoed my account, by now about 9 times already, I realized that, you know, I probably want to just stop at 3, okay? I remember like how yesterday, oh god, I remember how yesterday I was like I was 5 trades up, okay? I was 5 trades up, and because of the exposure that I was doing, I was 20% up. And from 20% up, I wanted to take it to 25% up. And from 25% up, I thought, heck, let's push the bucket, you know. And then I had a trade which I thought I should have won, but I didn't win that trade. I won 1, lost 1, and it pissed me off that I lost that 1, because that 2 trades, like, heck, that was a waste of time and analysis. And then I went into the markets again. My next 2 trades were losing trades, and before I knew it, I was in a 7 trades down. So that pissed the hell out of me. And then, but had I felt instead that, let's say, you know, I'm down, I lost 1 trade, won 1 trade, that's not supposed to happen. All right, based on how accurate my method is. And if I know that's not supposed to happen, if I had just stopped then, that would have been the aha at that point of time. And that's what I will be doing from now on. All right, but at the same time, the recovery from being like 7 trades down to like 1 trade, just 1 trade down, and today being where I was like yesterday, I achieved that goal, adding on another 5% to where I was yesterday, you know, amid the market conditions being a little bit wonky and all. That's super powerful. And I believe I'm not the only one that's done that, alright? I know many people in the Binary Lab have made a similar achievement in that trading. And you have done the same thing. I want you to comment below the video, because I want to congratulate you for being able to do that. I want to congratulate you for your greatness, and I want you to know that you are powerful. So when you trade, okay, you may be having some tough times, and this is a very difficult month. As a matter of fact, if this month you're able to just, if at this month you're just able to maintain your account where it is for let's say the next 2 weeks, right? Even if you made no growth, I would say that you would be excellent at money management, and you would have in yourself mastered a lot of self-control tactics. Because when the market is fluctuating between bad and good with a couple of times a day, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of money management for you to be even able to get anything out of your account. So don't forget that you are great, you are awesome, and if you believe this video, if you believe that this is true, alright, I want you to comment beneath this video, share this video, and share this message to other people. I'm going to be reposting this one on my YouTube, and if you hadn't a chance to see the full video right now, or you came on late, watch the video all over again. It's also going to be up on this Facebook page. And for those of you who are looking for a community of people that you can trade with and master your emotions, improve your trading tactics, Binary Lab is the place for you. Alright, I lead a group of people where I do daily live webinars. Sometimes I cancel webinars because I don't feel the market conditions are right, and sometimes I stop webinars early because I find the conditions are not trading. But would you agree with me that, let's say if you are not already in the Binary Lab, or let's say even if you're already in the Binary Lab, do you agree with me that it is indeed very important to learn where to stop? So what I like to do in my webinars is to show you where I would scale. All right, when I think it's right to scale, I scale. When I think it's right to stop, I stop. All right, if you'd like to learn how that's done live, all right, join the Binary Lab webinars. First, start out by clicking the sign up button at the top of this page, and I'll see you inside the Binary Lab. Bye for now. Have a powerful day.